Some breaking updates from Karnataka. Medical apathy has come to the limelight in Karnataka. With no ambulance available, relatives shift a heart patient from one hospital to another by pushing a stretcher on the road in the middle of the night while it was drizzling. While the family has claimed no one from the hospital responded to their call for help, hospital has rubbished these claims. So medical apathy in Karnataka coming to the fore. Deepak, this is a shocking incident that has come to the fore, as far as medical apathy in Karnataka is concerned. The patient moved on a stretcher in the middle of the night from one hospital to another. Give us more details.
Yes, while we've of course seen in the past various cases of medical apathy, this is yet another that will shock several people. Now, this incident, of course, has taken place in Hassan. What we've been told is that now he was brought to a hospital, Sanjeevani Hospital in Hassan. Now, there they've conducted an ECG. They've realized that he suffered a heart attack, and now the hospital there claims that they cannot treat him. And then they say that he has to be shifted to another hospital, but they don't have their own ambulance because it's out on service of another patient. That's when they try, the government ambulance service, which is 108 here in Karnataka. Now, what we've been told is that repeated attempts to get an ambulance has failed, and because they had to urgently shift the patient, you see the family members have with no choice but to push the patient using a stretcher for nearly a kilometer to reach yet another private hospital so that they could save his life. And during it was late in the night, it was also drizzling, and you can see a man even capturing that entire situation on his mobile phone as the patient is lying there on a stretcher fighting for his life, as his family members of course try to save him and push him on a stretcher across the streets of Hassan to reach another private hospital where he finally got some sort of help. But the question here is ambulance services not reaching on time, not being available at crucial moments. This is something that has been a big cause of concern in Karnataka. It has been flagged off in the past as well. To streamline this process is absolutely important, but looking at these sort of visuals is definitely heart-wrenching.
Hospital authorities, have they responded to what happened last night, the way they had to take this patient from one place to another in the middle of the night? What are the hospital authorities saying?
Now, both of these hospitals that are involved are private hospitals. The hospital, like I mentioned, went on to say that, their ambulance, their own ambulance, which is in the hospital, was not available because it was attending another patient. So this is the justification that's coming in from them. But of course, during such a time, could something else have been done? Arrangement of another vehicle which could have helped transport this patient instead of having the family to push the patient across the stretch of the road. This definitely reeks of a lot of apathy, and more importantly, while small hospitals may not have such facilities available, it's up to the government to provide for ambulances at any time in the night and speedy ambulance service, because that's where lives could be saved. The 108 ambulance service offered by the government also being of no help to the family is what we are learning at this point in time. So we'll really have to see, whether there will be any sort of work that will be done by the government in this regard, because this is not the only situation. There have been multiple complaints that, the government ambulance services more often than not is not available when it's needed, and it's not available on time. And the procedure to, get an ambulance through this particular service as well is quite strenuous and quite lengthy as well. So, these are the issues that they face. Fortunately, at this point in time, what we've been told is that the patient has been shifted out of Hassan. He's being treated in Bengaluru, and right now his treatment is ongoing. So hopefully he gets the best of treatment at this point in time.
All right, hopefully he'll get the best of treatment in the hospital that is being shifted to. Thank you, Deepak, for all those updates from Karnataka.